This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right to the 3. Great.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
20.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Newton. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Newton now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Let's get off the field. Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
Now Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Back. Bring up. Bam. Tighten up. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Check. No. Hey, tight down. There you go.
On first down, Carson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try to run with Carson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. This is good.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 0-0-0. Motion out the backfield. Mike, gun. Push him back. Push him back.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Check 59. Go left. 59. Let's go. Mike, check, 59.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball? And in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run with a fullback Arma. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Right to the 3. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Inside give to Arma, the fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey! Check 59. Mike is 59.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terry Poe able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike 59. Mike 59. 3 bucks. Mike 59. Guys, listen. 59 Mike. Check 59. Let's go, T. Let's go, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Katie. Greg. Squeeze, double. Or twist.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's checking.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Check. Hustle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. Here we go. Tight end left. 20. 4 down. Shoot.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Gets past one man. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll find Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Watch the run, watch the run. Check, check, check. Slam, slam, slam. Go.
On second and 9, Wilson flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Ursua. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen.
And this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Wilson, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Now Myers for the extra point. And And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Jason
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great.
Watch twins.
Gives it to the first man through, the fullback Arma. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gun.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Great.
54, Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They snap it to Newton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
20.
He pitches it, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
45-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.